Okay, Jason and Noah, right here. There you go. Perfect. Everybody has someone to speak with? All right, perfect. Put your hands down, fold them in your lap. Give me that eye contact. Okay, here we go. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Mrs. Dreyer.
Awesome to see you today. Okay, so we're going to continue with what we started yesterday. I know a few of you were absent, so make sure you're listening if you were absent so you know exactly what we're doing today. So we're going to continue working on comprehension. What's comprehension?
I understand what I read.
So we can be good, fluent readers, but not understand what we read. Today we're going to work on understanding what we read. So let's go over our content objective. I'm going to say it, you repeat. I can use context clues.
I can use context clues
To find the meaning of unknown words.
to find the meaning of unknown words.
So unknown, that means I don't know what that word means. Not that I can't read it and decode it. You guys are great decoders. We're talking about when we get to a word, we don't know what it means. We're going to use those context clues. Here's our language objective, and it's also up here too for you. The unknown word
The unknown word
means
means
The context clue is
The context clue is
That's a lot of there, huh? So our word we're going to focus on goes here. We're going to put what it means here, and then we're going to tell what was the context clue that helped us figure out its meaning, okay? And then your social objective says, I can use the frames
I can use the phrase
when speaking to my partner.
when speaking to my partner.
So when we turn and talk, you're going to make sure that you use this frame to talk about our word, okay? Are you ready? So first I want to just remind you, we have our little map we made yesterday, that we have different strategies. Strategies are tools, right? That we kind of keep in our reader toolbox. And we can pull them out when we're stuck. Even me, boys and girls, I'm a good reader, but sometimes I get stuck on a word, and this is what I do. That's what good readers do. So what we learned last week was word structure. What do? We look inside the word. We can take it apart, like if there's a prefix or a suffix. If it's a compound word, we can figure out what it means by looking inside the word. But sometimes we can't look inside the word. It doesn't give us anything. So then we have to look outside the word. And that's where we go to context clues. Context means the words around that tricky word. Okay, and then clue means it's going to give us some information. So let's look what we have. It's clues outside the word. One of the key words we can look for is what? Or. It's going to say, this word, I was exhausted or tired. It sometimes gives us a synonym for that word. And also sometimes you're going to see it's between two commas. Those are clues for us. The author does that as like a tool to say, hey, I'm going to give you a little help here. Okay, so we're going to do that today. I'm going to start by kind of modeling and showing you what that's going to look like in text. Yesterday we defined it in a circle map. We didn't look at it in text. So today we're going to go to the text, and I'm going to model first. That means I'm showing you, and you're just listening and looking. Give me that eye contact. You know I love your eye contact today. So I'm going to start with this first paragraph. We're going to really focus today on paragraph 1 and 2. And remember, sometimes the author bolds a word. It's like a text feature, right? He puts it really dark so that we know that's an important word. Okay, so let me read the first sentence to myself. You listen. The biggest species or kind of cat is the tiger. And I'm seeing that the word species is bold, so it's important. And you know what? I've heard of that word, but I don't really know what it means. And I look, there's no word structure, there's no prefix or suffix, or it's not a compound word, so I'm going to have to go outside the word. Okay, so let me read it again. The biggest species or kind of cat is the tiger. And you know what, boys and girls? I'm going to underline that word, and then I'm going to circle this context clue right here because it's exactly what we said. It has the word or, and it has two commas. So I'm thinking that species means kind. But just to check, I'm going to put it in there to make sure it makes sense. Let me see if it makes sense in the sentence. The biggest kind of cat is the tiger. And that makes sense. So that means my context clue is probably right. Okay, this is we'll just ignore that. This is a really great strategy to help us when we're stuck on a word. Do you see how the author gave us that right in the text? Okay, awesome. So you guys are going to get to practice this with me. But first, let's go through and read the whole passage, at least paragraph 1 and 2, since that's what we're focused today. So let's just build our fluency, kind of get an idea about what this passage is about. Are you ready? Okay. Best reading. Eyes are up here. Here we go.
All about tigers. The biggest species or kind of cat is a tiger.
their prey, and when the time is right, they pounce or jump on their prey. Let's stop right there. Great reading, by the way. Okay, so now I modeled for you how to use context clues. Now I'm going to give you a chance to work with your partner and practice using context clues to figure out the meaning of one of these words. So let's stay in paragraph 1. I did species. Is there another bold word you see there? Rosenda, what do you see?
Pounce or jump.
Down here, yes. How about in paragraph 1? Do we see any other bold words? There we go, benefits. So I'm going to go ahead, underline this, boys and girls. This is our focus word. This is our important word that maybe is an unknown word for some of us. So, do you see any prefixes like re or un?
No.
No. Do you see any suffixes like "-" on there?
No.
Is it a compound word we can take it apart? No. So word structure isn't going to work. So I want us to focus on context clues. So we're going to go outside to the words around. I want you to just look. Put your thinking fingers up for a second. Think about that word. Look around it and see if you see any context clues. You see maybe the word or, some comments around there? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay. So you're going to talk with your friend. Now, boys and girls, you're going to use my frame. So if Mrs. Dreyer used the frame for hers, it would sound like this. The unknown word species means kind. The context clue is or kind. Okay, so you're going to use my frame for the word benefits. And that's going to go right here. The unknown word benefits means And then how did you know? The context clue is Okay, I'm going to give you a count. You're going to turn and talk. 1, 2, 3.
Me to me.
Get together and talk. When you're ready, put your bridge together. Okay, so scoot up to Michelle and use the frame to talk. Michelle, you go first. The unknown word means we put that or into the context. Good, Jesse, you go.
This is for jacket. This is jacket.
What was the clue in the sentence that helped you? Right? Okay, put your bridge together. Put those bridges up when you're ready, so I know you're ready to share with me. Victor, did you share with Angel and Amelia? Okay, you did it for me. Okay, let me hear you, Amelia. Use the frame. The unknown word